Hello everyone, back to again with me. I'm not sure everyone. Hello myself. Today I will making video about another writing skill, and today writing skill is about so bird five in the outside. Uh about scientific. Even I'm not making research for that. I'm just making like a review or thematic literature review SLR. In the science article is a common also because we don't have the time for research in the field. But yeah, but for education background, it can be access or allow for that. Like me, when I'm in the bachelor, no one have article or research about thematic literature review. We must collect data in the field. And in the master degree also, of course, we don't have a research thesis about thematic literature review, but in the every subject in the college, we can must have output article research, and it have access or allow permission for if you don't have correct data in the field, so just thematic literature review, it's okay for that. As long your research is have minimals 25 search article scientific. And it's a glad if your article reputation international. All right. So I will showing first what should we write for today? All right. So yes, this is, you can see, for the second writing in today, we will talk about science behavior because it's my favorite, one of my favorite topic also to develop my knowledge. And if I have changed to be lecturer, I will want to making research many of that. Instead, I am biology also, but I little bit curiosity about human behavior and to connect it with the science because I believe science and religions can be have in the same standpoint, but they are each other can elaborate. So the grader want to me, especially I realize and I feel I must understand him with the science, especially behavior of human, because every human have a different characteristic. And of course, I still read it and curious about scripture say it as a creature to the human. So yeah, that's why I don't know I have a change for that or not, but as long I can work anything I can, I'm not judges or I'm not chooses what I work. No, I will work anything because I think anything work can be elaborate each experience for me. And of course it will be develop myself, improve myself until I get in line for that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still waiting for the change. But I don't know, the God will be making for the pathway what or synchron with what I want. I don't know. So yeah, especially today about scientific writing because in the past we just described about rain, right? Even rain and non-scientific, but I'm still have the point about scientific because the rain have oxygen as an element, have oxygen and hydrogen, right? But the characteristic of physics of rain, but like cyclus water also, but I'm not uh, tell about as a science, but right now as a point of view about science. The subtitle to make I'm forgot to memorize kerucut. All right. To narrow down of the point of view, because science behavior is a very general, to make specific human experience with the regulated behavior through education, because I observe especially student human as a student or yeah, student. But common, try to elaborate with common people um as a citizen. I'm not sure about that. So I try to compare three articles scientific. For the first about pre-science teacher attention to use generative artificial intelligence in inquiry-based teaching. And the second article about empowering students self-regulated learning and science education through ChatGPT, a pioneering a pilot study, and the last about article the effect outcome based education on behavior of student. So we focus in the behavior. And I will writing as long I what I think. So yeah, just spontaneously as long 55 until 60 minutes or 1 hour. But I don't know. I can write what, but it's the guidance to make me let it flow what I'm writing. And I'm focused to elaborate faith in the article with the point of view, get in my personal experience when I'm observe student or people in the in education experience. So when they are be the student especially. So yes. So I will making insight for the point. So actually I already read it the third article before, so I'm making note in here. But yeah, in Indonesia especially. So I will write it in here with the English. Um, yeah, so that's why I will leave. Sometimes I will check my note to make sure and to elaborate what I mind, because the point of view is not just to write but to elaborate what the mind think, because someone's ever said, but I'm forget the name or the author for that. If you want develop and understand what do you think, you must write it. Even when you write it, the sentences, the writing very random and very not organized, but it's a better than you just avoid it and ignorant that. So I'm trying to understand my mind and to release my mind thing in here. I'm not just develop myself, but I think just have one point and get insight to other someday in the future. But even then, even then can, yeah, it's okay also see. All right, so that's it, and yeah, just it lah. I don't know what should I want to say as a prologue. All right. And because my English little bit have my English, my dictionary limited also. So sometimes maybe I will check dictionary. So yeah, let's do it. Because the time right now, 8 past 5, close the 5. We will write until 8 maybe. All right. So in here, we can read first the effect outcome based education on behavior student. It is we can read it in abstract because abstract is accumulation of the article, right? So we will read it first. Outcome-based education (OBE) is a pedagogical approach that focuses in defining learning outcome and aligning instructional practice to achieve choose outcome. Its implementation has garnered attention for its potential impact or various effects of student behavior. Research exploring an effect of outcome-based education on student behavior indicates several key findings. Firstly, students exposed to BOB demonstrate increased engagement and motivation due to clear learning objective and assessment. Secondly, obey a poster has sense of accountability and responsibility among students as they are active involved in their learning process. Additionally, studies suggest that obey contribute to the development of critical thinking and problem-solving skill, leading to more adaptive behavior in academic settings. The finding underscore the significance of outcome-based education in shaping positive behavior among students by promoting active participation and fostering essential skills. OBE holds promise for enhancing overall academic performance and fostering a conducive learning environment. This implication extend beyond the classroom potential, include influencing student behavior in various life domains. Future research should delve deeper into the mechanism through which is outcome-based education influence student behavior. Longitudinal study could help explore the sustainability of this effect over time and across diverse student population. In the conclusion, the result of the effort of outcome-based education on the student behavior suggests a positive association between OBE implementation and desirable behavioral outcome. By promoting engagement, accountability, and critical skills, OBE has the potential to cultivate adaptive behavior conducive to academic successful lifelong learning. Further investigation into the relationship is warranted to improve education practice and policy effectively. So we will break down as to be 3 points in here. We can what is it? Summarize or elaborate. Yes. So from here we can know in education, many major mini education trend right now using curriculum even in the school and the college also using obey outcome based education. Obey 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 purpose is to increase or improvement in learning uh, as a teacher, or lecture, uh, prepare of material activity and assessment. B, have structure and systematic. Its curriculum popular in many countries also, like AI, US, Australia, New Zealandia, Africa, Hong Kong, Malaysia also. My opinion, my personal statement, I agree about that because in the past, uh, when I be college, when I study in college, many lecture making in Indonesia we say capaian, or we said like targeted, yeah, or targeted outcome. Focus for critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity for solve problem. And when I be teacher in the junior high school, I try to implementation this concept as a science always have question to uh, what is melatih ya? It's a common word, but I'm forgot. Tried ya, tried to exercise deh, to exercise critical thinking and problem solving when they are find hard question. I also have experience uh, to guidance my uh, my friends have reasoned about compare poster strategy to share information for student better than just uh, teach or speech. For the result, the poster not significant because the content of poster really too much and not interested for students. And the last proof, the last proof, um, I follow observer of education, many making workshop about for a teacher or a lecture to develop their uh, skill, use curriculum based education to make result of student relevant in the world. Okay. Two. From here, we can know also about information. Using obey, we can accountability and responsibility involved in the learning as long the learning process. All right. Best use obey as long the learning process, the student can have more responsibility and accountability. With actively. My personal statement. Mm, I think not fully agree because without obey curriculum, all the past curriculum always can make the learning for student to treat their to treat their personal value, have responsibility and accountability. Example, when I be student in the elementary school, my, my school curriculum using KTSP 2006. My teacher still teach us have responsibility and accountability with the text. Even teacher always teach material, give example each case, always have question for us, development material and example case to make us have critical thinking, thinking, thinking to solve because it will be at point score in the test. So it make us have responsibility to for finish even that question so hard because different with the examples. Next one, when I be student also in senior high school, my school curriculum using, what is it? K13. But meanwhile, then my teacher in many material have activity always team learner. So that's why, especially in biology, we learn about responsibility because every person different job, but the purpose it's same to make a project done with well. The last one is behavior with the science to teach to teach us for more responsibility and accountability, uh, not just with obey. Like, I be, mm, wait. Not just with obey, like, I be when I walk the teacher, um, I'm trying to accountability for student and my uh, boss, but with the score can access in Excel spreadsheet, but many of them complain for that to blame my test always hard, then avoid the score can open in public for all people can see in there. So I think I believe without obey, we can have responsibility and accountability uh, as the value or principle because the parents since in the home already teach and show to us how one person have their value, but in real life many people can do it because other people or system can support that be happen. So so that's why I believe um that's basic basic value for responsibility and accountability in the uh, we I believe that's basic already have without obey, but with the obey, especially in the school, can make strength, strength or to fix root can be have that value as important, but in real life it will be decreased again. There's many factor. That's why every generation always have problem to build responsibility and accountability. And the end, the OV just changes the istilah word or define, but for definition or meaning or purpose is the same. All right. What's wrong? Cancel. The same. I think my more I must like this. Oh no. No. Next one. The third. The third. The third fact we get it in here. Let me check. Mm, mm, mm. All right, in here. In life with the obey can make uh yeah, have potential to cool. Oh, kayaknya enggak ya. Oh, enggak kan ya? Lanjut ya. Kayaknya cultivate, cultivate, cultivate adaptive. What is adaptive? Behavior, behavior conducive to academic success and lifelong learning. My personal statement, I believe, I agree, obey can make it happen as a student purpose in academic will be success with the proof their score always good, especially increase. But I know, but I know it's hard to make conditions stable or score. So it's better for improve time by time in meningkat, increase, then decrease, even slowly. Next one, lifelong learning. Next one, even student not be student again, they already have good behavior to make their be person have mindset to for lifelong long learning as a worker or as a parents in their family, because it it is make their apa ya potential for I forgot. For promoted in work and in the family to teach their children to for improvement, solve better time by time with the ground or basic value like responsibility and accountability. Oh. And I think in real life, for obey, not can be measured for all citizens. Just make small sample to prove that. So, so in this case, obey just give a reference to develop school education with school. When parents also have assessment to confirm parents can understand and teach their student about mm, basic value in obey. All right, that's it, I think, because I have 20 minutes more. So I will closing here first, yeah. And right now, improving self-regulated learning and science. Oh, I'm making summarize first. Summarize mm, correlation, human experience with regulated behavior through education from obey is uh, activity of obey mm, implementation of regulated behavior each other to make people of citizen have experience mm, with responsibility and accountability in their behavior. Fix fix as a principle or rule. But or okay, we read first. In recent years, AI technology have been developed to promote student self-regulated learning, SRL, and proactive learning in digital learning and environment. The paper discussed a comparative study between generative AI-based SL robot and rule-based AI chatbot or NemoBot in a 3-week science learning experience with 74 secondary first students in Hong Kong. The experimental group used SL robot to maintain a regular study and habit facility DSL, while the control group utilized role-based aid chatbot, while the control group uh, results show that shall effectively enhance student science knowledge, behavioral engagement, and motivation. Quantitative regression analysis indicated that number of interaction significantly predicted variation in SRL. Students appreciate to the personalized recommendation and flexibility of SR robot, which is adjust response based on their specific learning and cells can review and the ChatGPT enhance instructional design, initial learning anxiety, and promote learning performance, motivation and student learning habits, student feedback on learning challenges, psychology support, and self-regulation behavior provide insight into their progress and experience with this technology. As a robot adaptably and unconventional approach distinguish it from rule-based chatbot to finding other valuable evidence for AI developer and educator for the considered generative AI settings and chatbot design, facilitating greater success online science learning. Okay, so the point is SRL self-regulated learning. So self-regulated learning can improve, can implementation with the AI or chatbot, yeah, even even using SLR bot or Nemo bot in education development. My personal statement, I really appreciate it because in the Hong Kong already make AI to support education because as long as I observe Indonesia in this time, not yet develop AI food to support education because like I know many region also in Indonesia have limited technology, this facility and network also. But it's really good thing and adaptive in Indonesia, especially in big city like Jakarta, Medan, Semarang, Jogja, Surabaya to have support education with chat food. So that's why right now many university have curriculum about science, computer, or AI as a major to make their familiar for educator or industrial as a engineering help institution making AI good for school. Mm, but before that, it's important to mm, guidance. What is calon ya? Next feature or lecture, understand how to make AI good and develop that without make motivation student more decrease or lazy for learn. But meanwhile, the problem education right now mostly about motivation, not just for student or child, for parents to guidance the child, also teacher or institution, because many factor like job or tax with target and price for mm, service really mm, no. Then um, just focus for result, not progress, because limited time to observe time by time for student. All right, I think the last point because the time already finished, yeah. But let's see, yeah, what we get it in here. Research showed that effective helps students know economic engagement, motivation. Oh, student appreciated personalized recommendation, flexibility as a robot, which ages respond based on their specific learning. Okay. Self um self-regulated learning with the chatbot, it may uh it can prove motivation of student improvement and mm, and for science, behavior, and knowledge. With their appreciated the the chatbot for recommendation as supplement support media and flexibility using it in learning. My personal statement. mm, I believe it can be good thing when the rules or policy about that support also, especially the teacher really can make sure with the boundaries or standard to see or observe student when using chatbot in the outside of school, like everywhere they want using it. So teacher can have a big data history to for synchronize. It's really true student using that for learning or for anything but in bad condition. Also, uh, please make sure AI would give good, not good, correct information to guidance their uh, really have responsibility for self-regulated learning with the curiosity match with the topic or subject. Because the time already done, I will finish. All right. Yeah. So summarize science behavior trend right now is self-regulated learning as human experience with in using curriculum. Obey with support chatbot AI to for tools learn mass educator prepare for that to improve uh, motivation as basic problem be purpose learner. That's it. Okay, everyone. Maybe for this we cut aja ya. Sorry because the time no time for that. Improve me pre-service ya pre-service. And then all right. So that's all. That's all for today. Yeah. Yeah, next one. Thank you, yeah, everyone. Oh, we must make sure to publish, yeah. Confirm. Sorry, I'm not, what is it? I'm not double check for grammar, yeah, because no time for that, but yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone, and see you another scientific writing because my battery already weighs, yeah. Wow. Bye 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 bye.